Okay guys, welcome to Vlogmas and my seasonal winter TBR. My winter TBR, as I call it, my seasonal TBRs, I kind of see them as a pile of books that I'm really interested in for that season. So what I'm going to be doing, actually a couple of these are already on my December TBR. The other ones I'm going to be putting on my TBR cart, which is looking a little sad these days because I've been doing things a little differently. I'm going to put them on here though, and then kind of as I finish my TBR, or if I'm looking for other books to pick up, I'm kind of going to gravitate towards those. The next time I make a monthly TBR, like when I do January's, I'm going to be looking there first. So I have a stack of books here. Some of them have wintry vibes. Some of them I just really want to read. Let's just go into it. The first three I'll do really fast because they are on my December TBR. Oathbringer. I don't know, you guys. I really like the series. It's taking me a bit. I think my final verdict on how I'm going to be reading this is starting in December. I'm just going to read 15 minutes a day physically and then listen to it on audio whenever I can as well. And we'll see. It's okay if it takes me all winter to read. Then my spring TBR will include book 4. Yeah, so this is Sanderson's high fantasy series. I gave the first book 5 stars after I struggled to get into it. I really liked it. And I'm curious to see where our characters go from here. It's so involved, I don't even feel like I can describe what's going on in this series though. Then the next one that's also on my December TBR is Vanishing Girls by Lisa Reagan. I just happened to pick this thriller up very cheap. I have kind of low expectations. A girl goes missing and then a girl is found with a bunch of blood. I really don't know. And the last one that is also on my December TBR is One by One by Ruth Ware. This one is something about a bunch of co-workers are stuck inside a ski chalet, I think, for a bit in the French Alps. But there are people hiding things and secrets and other things going on. So I'm curious. My first Ruth Ware, I think I only gave like 3 stars, but I kind of enjoyed it at this, like, not that 3 stars is bad. It's just I was expecting a little bit more. So I'm curious. I have a couple of her books and I need to know if I want to continue reading them or if she's not an author for me. Next up is The Silent Patient. I actually got this in a blind date with a book a while ago and I don't know why, I just have not been interested. I don't know if it's the cover. I think this is a thriller and I don't really know much about it. I don't like to know much going into thrillers, so but I've only heard good things about this book, so why am I dragging my feet? I don't know. I think that December might be the month for it. I think that this fulfills the Read Your Bookshelf challenge prompt for that month, so I think I'm going to have to pick this book, probably. Then I want to reread this book sometime in 2022 or maybe in December if I feel like it. I don't know. I want to reread it soon, and that is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I only give this book 3 stars when I read it as well. I really liked the ending. I didn't see it coming, but I really didn't enjoy the reading process because I felt like our character was so whiny. Yeah, but now that I know the ending, I think I might enjoy the full story more. I'm curious to see if that's true. Can you guys even see my cookies up there with my tea? I should probably eat them, right? That's what I should be doing here. These are so good. They're a gluten-free, soft ginger snap. They're amazing. Okay, no, I just ate that too fast and now my eyes are watering. And I have cookie in my teeth. What a great combination. Next up is Shirley by Charlotte Bronte. I think I had this on my TBR actually a few months ago and I didn't get to it. I am reading an Anne Bronte book in December. It's a short one. So I think this would be a good one for maybe like January or February or something. This is on my list of classics I want to read before I die. So I want to make sure I have a few of those on this stack. And yeah, I don't know anything about it. Yeah, even after reading the back, I kind of don't understand what it's about. So we'll see. Okay, then I thought I would just throw another Ruth Ware on my stack because they're often in Little Free Libraries is where I find them. And I just need to know if I need to get rid of them or not. So this one is In a Dark, Dark Wood. I don't think I've heard much about this one, so I have lower expectations. When a former friend invites Nora to a bachelorette party with the old gang, she reluctantly agrees to go. Not long after she arrives, a haunting realization creeps in. They're inside an eerie glass house. Are they being watched? 48 hours later, Nora wakes up in a hospital bed and someone is dead. Wondering not what happened, but what have I done? We'll see. Do you guys like Ruth Ware? And if so, what has been your favorite book that you have read by her? Yeah, I need to read obviously more than one to find out, so we'll see. Then I've got The Pages of Her Life by James L. Rubart. I still have only read one of his books and I've had a couple of his on my TBR forever. I started this one before book 2, so over 2 years ago. But then it was a library book and I had to go back. His are all kind of like supernatural suspense. This one is about a girl who, I think she's like struggling financially. Oh yeah, her dad was living a secret life and left her mom in massive debt. And she's trying to help her mom. And during a visit to her favorite coffee shop, she pours her heartache and fear into this journal, but then the words in the journal begin to disappear and new ones fill the empty spaces. That all happens like really early on in the book because I had read that already. So I think that's probably like the first 50-ish pages. I don't know where this goes from there. So I'm curious. Okay, this is a very controversial book and one that I am going to read in 2022. It's 3 books. I'm going to read at least the first one. So this is the His Dark Materials series. The first one is The Golden Compass, The Subtle Knife, The Amber Spyglass. That is the trilogy. I have gotten so many comments about this every time I talk about this book/series. Interesting comments. Like lots of people think it's a terrible book and it's very like sacrilegious, and some people don't see that, and I just want to read it for myself and find out what I think. Okay, if you guys have seen my bookshelves, I mean, I don't film up there ever anymore because it's so echoey and it just makes more sense to film in here, but I have a whole shelf, these are actually my daughter's, of Nancy Drew books. My mom bought her a bunch of them a few years ago for Christmas, and I've been filling in the gaps with thrift stores ever since, and it is time that I reread a Nancy Drew book. I'm pretty sure I read like all the ones my library owned when I was growing up, so most of them, but I haven't read any of them since high school. So I am starting with The Secret of the Old Clock. I have thought about making this like an actual readathon, like reading one a month and having other people join in. I might still do that. If you're interested, let me know. I'm also just not sure if I want to do anything that formal. I'm not sure. But this is The Secret of the Old Clock. And if you do not know, Carolyn Keene is actually not just one person. She is a bunch of people. It's a ghostwriting name and it's a pen name for a bunch of ladies. And from what I had read, so this copyright is 1959, my edition, but I think there are editions from the 30s that were maybe a little darker than these ones. I need to do some research again. I had heard stuff from people and looked it up, and that was so long ago now that I don't remember. But definitely plan on reading some Nancy Drew and seeing what I think of them now. Okay, then I am going to be continuing my read of Anne. I'm currently reading book 5, and I picked up book 6 because this is the next one. But this does not scream winter vibes. But book 7 does. So I was like, maybe I'll wait till spring, but then I don't want to wait till winter. I'm pretty sure they probably take place over a couple of years. That is generally what the Anne books do. So I might read book 6, I might read book 7. I just want to read a bunch of Anne. Pretty much as soon as I finish one, I start another one. Okay, there's only 2 more books left on my pile here. I have The Yellow Wallpaper and Other Stories by Charlotte Perkins Gilman. So I have said before that I have only read The Yellow Wallpaper by her. I've never read or even heard anyone talk about her other books, but I got this as one of those like 3 for $10 books a while ago, so I thought I would try reading more. I think what just screams winter months is having like a short story collection on the go. Actually, I have like a pile of short story collections on the go. Should probably do a video of like all of them at some point. But yeah, so there are quite a few in here and I would like to read them. I don't know if they're all going to be similar vibes to The Yellow Wallpaper or what they're even about. There's probably close to 30 of them in here, so they're all very short. And then the last one, and kind of like the only middle grade, I think The Golden Compass, I think, are those middle grade or YA? I want to start Margaret Peterson Haddix's The Missing Found. What is this series called? The series is called The Missing. I originally was drawn to this because one time I was looking on Book Outlet for books about adoption and foster care and stuff like that, and this one popped up. This is a middle grade sci-fi series. So it says 13-year-old Jonah has always known he was adopted and he's never thought it was any big deal. Then he and a new friend, Chip, who's also adopted, begin receiving mysterious letters. The first one says, "You are one of the missing." The second one says, "Beware, they're coming back to get you." So there's something going on there, and I mean, I think it's sci-fi based on the cover. And I came across book 2 in a little free library a while ago, so I'm gonna start this series and see where that goes. So there you have it. Why is this book over here? I don't know. This is my stack of books that I want to read this winter. Oof. It's kind of large. Can't even get it all in there. There we go. We'll see if I get to all of them. I hope so. So many good books, but just not enough time to read them all. Let me know what books scream winter to you. What are books you plan on picking up in the next few months? Leave them in the comments and you'll just add to my winter TBR. Thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you tomorrow with the day 2 of Vlogmas.